I feel like my desk is getting more cluttered by the day because of the new stuff and kind of like trying to bring all my camera equipment to my desk, if that makes sense, because it's laying across the floor and everything charged. Like I have my camera batteries charging, I have my gimbal batteries charging, I have my drone batteries charging, I have my power pack charging, I have my rechargeable batteries for my mics and everything charging, I have this, that, and a third. So I'm hoping to buy a USB like hub thing pretty soon that I could kind of set on my desk with like 20 USBs and just be able to charge everything right here. But that's hopefully coming soon. But so a few days ago, I got my new camera, the A7C. Now, from what I told you guys, I got an amazing deal on it, and it came with the lens. So even if it didn't come with the lens, I've probably got the body as cheap as I possibly could. It was like $100 off from the body's price, and it's in dang near brand new condition. I have no clues that it's been used before. The screen's not scratched or anything, and you know I always put screen protectors and stuff on anyway. But it was in as near perfect condition as you can get without it being perfect condition. I think it was perfect condition, to be honest. And I can't, because of doing the new like half electronic mechanical shutter thing that I don't fully understand, you can't really tell what the shutter count is, and I don't really care. That's kind of one of the main reasons I didn't get the A7 III, is because of all the shutter failure and things, and recording limits and not having a flip out screen and just things like that. Like I needed this to fully replace this, so when I'm using this, Brittany can use this for like her YouTube channel and everything, because this is currently on my A6400, because I actually sold the kit lens. Now that was my plan. I bought it with the kit lens so I could sell the kit lens and get an even bigger like return on my investment, you know, and make some money back that I spent, because the camera wasn't cheap. I spent more on this camera than I spent on this camera with lenses and microphones and all that stuff combined so far. This lens is more than I paid for this camera on its own. So, and I still need to get batteries for it, and I'm pretty much where I need to be. I'd really like to get that microphone that would work with the hot shoe, but I can't justify spending $400 on a microphone right now. It's just not feasible when I already have this one. And this one sounds great. The only annoying thing about it is the stupid cable. I wish I didn't have to use a cable. I want to just connect through it to the hot shoe. But back to what we were doing. So I ordered the Tamron 28 to 75. I was originally going to get the Sigma 24 to 70, but I watched a lot of stuff and it's very heavy, and I plan to vlog with it. And the issue is that lens is about $13, well, probably not that much, like around $1,100 to $1,200 brand new through Amazon. And I'd like to get the wider version of it for vlogging, but I need the wider range for the moment, because vlogging isn't making me any money, so it's not my primary like focus at the moment. So if I can't carry it around to vlog, and I'm not gonna be able to get the wider lens for when I do real estate photography and stuff, it's kind of like, it's good, but it has too many negatives to it. It's heavy, there's a lot of, like, it allows a lot of dust inside of it. It wasn't feasible. So I figured the Tamron was a better deal, because I can get the Tamron 28 to 70. I got this for a pretty good price through eBay, brand new. I can get this plus the wider variant of it, the 17 to 28 millimeter, for only $200 or $300 more than I can get that Sigma lens for. Whereas the Sigma 24 to 70 is about $1,100 to $1,200, and then the 14 to 24 millimeter variant of it is about $1,400 to $1,500. And I just can't justify spending that much money on something I'm not going to be, like, the main purpose of that would be vlogging and when I do real estate stuff. And lately I've just been doing outside real estate stuff with my drone and everything. So it's just really not worth it. I can make 28 millimeters work. Originally I was going to get the Sony 18 to 105 for this camera, and I thought that I could make that work, and that the 28 millimeter is about equivalent to the 18, because if you divide it by 3, it's about 9.1, and 9 times 2 is 18. So maybe 19 millimeters, give or spare a millimeter or two, worst case. But so I went up with the Tamron. It's cheaper. It's very similar quality. It's lighter. It's just, there's a lot to love about it. Oops. So without further ado, let's get this opened up. I try to like go as shallow as possible when I'm cutting into boxes because I don't want to hit what's inside of them, you know. So this should be brand new. It overnighted from Canada. It was from Toronto. It overnighted for 20 bucks through UPS. FedEx should take some hits. So, whew, brand new, brand spanking new. Look at that. Tamron 2875 F2.8. Filter size 67 millimeters. I'm gonna be getting the filter for it soon. Just do not quite have one yet. Comes with the lens hood and everything because it is brand new, which I'm really excited about. It was about $150 cheaper, even getting this brand new one through eBay with the overnight shipping from Canada, than it was to get the brand new one on Amazon. And it was about $50 cheaper than getting the used renewed one. So we have all this good packaging and stuff. I don't know how important that stuff is, but we'll look at it in a second. It's nice actually ordering from camera related companies because they actually package stuff really nice. Like my camera was packaged very nicely. Okay. So the moment I've been waiting for a day, because I'm very impatient. Look at that. That is a beast of a lens. This is like the most professional lens I've ever bought. I love my Sigma, don't get me wrong. My Sigma's freaking awesome. But, see, weight was an issue before with this lens, so weight is going to be an issue with this lens. But luckily I didn't go with the heavier Sigma because that would have definitely been an issue. But luckily I have the dual handle grips for my Zion crane, so. Look at that. Yeah, I need a freaking thing to protect that front end. And we have the hood and all. I still have not quite understood the hood point, but this it's funny because this is like the cheapest lens I could have gotten in the range that I wanted, but it's like, it feels so dang professional to me. Okay, so let's get this put together. That's always my biggest fear. I had one shoot once with my cousin, and I had freaking dust on the sensor, and it was such an irritating thing because there's not really a way to quite, Jesus, that feels heavy on this camera. Like that feels freaking huge on this camera. I don't know if like, it feels like scary almost. All right, so we got all this taken care of. Here we are on the new lens, new camera and everything. It seems a bit darker. I don't know if that's just me or not. It seems a little bit darker and the colors seem a little bit different, but that may be because I use a special, I have a special white balance kind of setup to help when I stream to make sure my green screen is green enough to get captured and everything. But the lens is, it looks awesome. Once I fix this so on this camera, I don't believe it's on my A6400, but there's multiple different autofocus modes. In the one it was on, I'm having an issue working out the settings because I've used this one for so long and I have all the settings set up how I perfectly want them. But there's things that I didn't remember about setting up the settings, like every specific setting saves with each memory preset. So say I save a 30 FPS, a 1080p 30 FPS profile in my memory recall, it's going to save with every direct setting. So if I have the ISO set to a specific number, it's gonna save that. If I save it with a certain white balance, it's gonna save that. If I save it with a certain autofocus, it's going to save that. So when I switched back to the movie mode rather than my memory preset, it reset to the automatic autofocus. And I don't know what the hell that means, but it sucks. And it kept changing stuff with the lens and it kept making it weird and everything. So I switched it back to continuous autofocus and it's pretty good. I don't know, the autofocus on this lens seems really well. It already was updated. I checked it out. The current firmware for it is 0.03, but I remember before that, people talking about all the issues and things that they were having with it. So, I don't know. It seems great to me so far, but I'm going to take it out because I have to get portrait pictures for my brother for his like identification or something and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll be able to use it for that today. But I dropped my dang the dang camera because I had to make that stupid mic thing fit in here, and I don't know if this is just too small or what, but I had to like shave it down and everything so it falls out really easily. So I stuck it in here trying to get my little mount for my little Gobi tripod thing on the bottom of it, and it fell out. And it, like I have a fear of these dang little jacks on the side breaking. Like it scares me, and they seem so dang loose to begin with, so it's like, I don't know, it's just a fear that I have. This one I think is like mostly the same way, and I believe it's just from it being in there, you know, like I think it's just a part of it being in there. It's just like, it's scary, you know, like you don't want the jack to break off because the jacks and all are part of the motherboard, and then you run a possibility of ruining the motherboard and all that crap. So it's just a pain in the butt, and luckily I'll have a warranty on it in another week, so, and whatever warranty it came with, because I'm pretty sure it was close enough to know that the warranty still pertains to me. But that's about it. We got the Tamron. I'm going to take it out and try some stuff. Maybe I'll throw some stuff in here of that. But besides that, we're pretty much good. It's really nice. Like, I'm only using 800 ISO right now with it on 2.8. Like, I'm just watching the ISO change and everything, but it's freaking sweet. So I'm happy with it. I don't know. Let's see how well this would fare with like the vlogging aspect of it, because I don't know if it's wide enough, to be honest. I don't even know if this dang GorillaPod thing is going to be, oh, it should be. It should be heavy duty enough to walk around with. But yeah, it's just not as wide as I prefer. So I may go with like I said, I may get the wider version of it, because this just is not super wide, to be honest. So we'll figure it all out and we'll get it all taken care of. But this lens is awesome, and if you're looking to get a cheap lens for your new full frame camera, then that's what I recommend. I really want the wider one, and I kind of wanted to go with the wider one first, but this is going to cover more of what I need filming wise, more so than the wide angled one, and I'm trying to prioritize what I need filming wise before I prioritize what I want personally. So that's about it, guys.
My chain today. My chain today. My chain today. My last piece, I swear. My guilt heavy as this piece I wear. They even iced out Jesus' hair. My last piece, I swear.